Thank you for providing absolutely no descriptive adjectives. For all you guys know, I snuck inside and forced her to say my name. Thank you. I looked into the audience as you guys all arrived. I curated this set specifically for you. Seriously, show up at 9, completely different jokes. I realize that a vast majority of you are older than me. That's not to say old, just older than me, except for you guys and you guys. Don't worry, still funny. Okay, and so I figure this is the best time to try and gain some wisdom from all of you. So I put together a list of questions. They're hysterical because we're in a comedy venue, but real questions that I would love the answer to after the show. Here we go. Why do they call it final notice and then send it again every month? Do you guys understand? Why do they do that? At Alcoholics Anonymous, they give you different colored chips depending on how long you've gone without drinking. Blue chip for 3 months, white chip for 6 months, red chip for a year. I'm guessing the color, I don't attend. But at Gamblers Anonymous, what do they give you? How does that work? Are they like, here's some small bottles of vodka, replace one bad habit with another. But at least now you can spend more time with your grandkids and say, okay, just. If the same medication that helps social anxiety also causes diarrhea, that is a real side effect, you guys. It's just like, it's so great that I can finally gain the courage to talk to complete strangers, but if you could just excuse me for a moment, I need to vomit out of my ass real quick. Oh my God, I would never be that honest. It must be this bad. I'm just shitting myself. Anyway, so nice to meet you guys. Okay. Why do people with bad breath love to tell secrets? No. I don't want to know. Is it that you have halitosis? Because it's no secret. All right. It's true. All of this stuff, you're going to laugh now, you're going to laugh tomorrow, you're going to laugh next week, and the person next to you is not going to understand and think you're having a psychotic episode. Let them know you attended a show. Here we go. Do they call them Lifetime movies because that's how long they feel when my grandmother makes me watch them with her? Also, why is every Lifetime movie the exact same? Watch tonight at 9, a movie about a woman torn between her abusive son and her alcoholic husband, starring Judith Light or Yasmin Bleeth or someone you're pretty sure died several years ago on Lifetime television for scared single women. And there's also a whole Lifetime movie channel that's separate from that one, with no interruptions of anything positive whatsoever. Okay, I don't understand. Maybe you guys can tell me. If you're really going out of business, does it make sense to spend money on all those signs? That's a lot of signs. Seems like you got into that situation from those frivolous purchases, if I'm being honest. But you know what business would be awesome? If you sold going out of business signs?
Yeah.
Thank you, I know. If you guys ever profit from that, take down my number. Why do we assume, there's 1, there's 2, why do we assume people who wear glasses are smart?
Because they are.
That's like assuming people. That's like assuming people on crutches are great athletes. You know what I mean? It's like, I see that you're visually impaired. You must be incredible at algebra. You still have that one-legged brother because I have a relay race next week, and I thought maybe you could help me out. I don't know. I don't know why we do these things. You guys can tell me. Why do you guys tell your nieces, your nephews, your daughters that nothing is impossible, and then they grow up and then do nothing all fucking day? It's very possible. It's called TikTok. Okay. This stuff, I'm telling you, it's good. Also, why do you guys waste money sending your kids to college? Halfway through their freshman year, they already figured out they know everything.
Yeah.
So what's the degree for? They just end up like Nydia with a bachelor's degree, very angry. All right, too close to home. You guys like? But she says she's gonna pick an actual Okay. It's intense. Is it possible that gaslighting isn't even a real term? You know what I mean? Maybe that doesn't even really exist and it's something my ex-girlfriend made up. All of them. These are smart jokes. Later on, you guys will understand. How come most thugs with tattoos that say only God can judge me have been to court at least 4 times? So only God, but you have a restraining order and you're on probation. Got it. All right, cool. We're good. Why do people watch porn when they're horny? When I'm hungry, I don't watch people eat. You know what I mean? I'm not like staring outside of a restaurant like, just salad, oh, it looks incredible. I'm just gonna sit here uncomfortably for like 30, 45 minutes. Probably gonna have to get a snack after this, maybe take a nap. I really don't understand the allure of porn, can I just be honest? Everyone here has a cell phone or a subscription or both. Anyway, I don't understand it. It's like, from a guy's perspective, it's usually someone with something way bigger than what I have, having sex with someone way hotter than anyone I've ever had a chance with. That's extremely depressing. To me, that's the equivalent of standing outside an ATM and just letting people check their balances, be like, well, you have more money than me. Oh, that's also more money than I have. I don't get it. I think I just ruined porn for all of you. It's fine. Why do so many men propose on Valentine's Day? Like, I mean, I get the concept. It's like, oh, whatever, then it's just one gift a year instead of 2. It's fine. But like, if you're going to propose on a holiday, don't you think a way better holiday would be April 1st? You know what I mean? It's like you go down and she's like, you're not going to propose, are you? And you're like, I'm tying my shoe. Of course I'm not going to propose. You've only been living with me for 2.5 years, paying absolutely nothing towards bills. I thought maybe, how do I get your name off the lease anyway? April Fools. You're single. Okay, it's true. I think it's a good time to do it. The next 2 questions, I'm just personally bitter about. Ladies, if I could just get your attention real quick. Why do women seem to like guys with new cars? Fun fact, he had an older vehicle, and it started to make noises that he didn't want to deal with. So he sat there and thought to himself, I can fix what I know is broken for the longevity of this, or I can get rid of that for something smaller, younger, and prettier that I'm more comfortable bringing to my high school reunion. And that's your boyfriend. I wrote that joke because at the time I was driving a 1994 Volvo 850 and I thought maybe some sympathy dates, sympathy sex, I'll take all of it. It did not work. They were just like, step up your game and get a new car. Second question, ladies, what is the obsession with tall guys? Like the couples here, are all the guys taller than the women they're with? Yes, yes, yes. What? Okay. What's the logic behind that, right? Because from a logistical standpoint, when you get horizontal, if he's too tall, you're spending the entire time dodging his sweaty armpits and nipple hair. You know what I mean? Like I've seen girls that are like 5'2", dating guys who are like 6'3". It's just like, well, as a child, I became accustomed to just popping out my shoulder as I walked through the mall, and I was just hoping I could live that way as an adult. I could imagine, like, yes, he's verbally abusive, he also steals money from my purse, but look at all this extra shelving I've been able to use. It's really nice. I don't get the whole tall guys thing. Why do we call it happy hour? Why do we call it happy hour? If you need a drink within 30 minutes of getting out of work, how fucking happy can you possibly be? Right? I think miserable on the brink of depression, just like too many letters, too many lights, it gets confusing. Because then when you go to happy hour, you're like, I came here for happiness. It's just a bunch of miserable drunk people. Fuck this place. A few more. Why do we say things like, slept like a baby? How'd you sleep? Oh, I slept like a baby. Okay, so you woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning crying, covered in shit. Because we registered this Airbnb in my name, and I'm going to lose out on the entire deposit. Thank you. Was I the only one who thought that 50 Shades of Grey was porn for the elderly? Okay. Because I saw senior citizens walking out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and all of them are just soaking wet, and none of them spilled their drinks. Anyway, just saying. And finally, speaking of old people having sex, if my grandma is on a dating app and a guy doesn't show up, she literally ghosted? Think about that, you guys. I'm Christopher Anthony. Enjoy the rest of the show.